Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host, Jan. I hope you're doing well, mate. I really do hope that. Welcome back to Chelsea News, huh? Here in the Stamford Bridge studio. I've been a little bit run down. I've got the military beret back on to make me feel better. And yeah, I did put out a social post that I wasn't going to upload today. But hot dog! I want to talk about Mudryk. And, of course, Enzo Fernandez, because lots is popping off. Yeah, that's what was a bit Smeagol there.
Lots is popping off at these prices. Like and subscribe, yes.
Thank you for your interactions. Guess what? Check this out. Many thanks to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. My partner Surfshark is the best virtual private network VPN out there that you can get. But what does Surfshark offer? Let's get into it. A VPN works by moving your internet's location to another place in the world. And Surfshark can move to over 100 countries with thousands of servers all available. Doing this has many benefits for you, the user. One important one, of course, is internet security. Data pirates are out there to get inside your system, steal your data, essentially bank details, all kinds of stuff. Protect yourself with Surfshark. They'll never find you. Certain pieces of media on the internet will only be available to certain countries and locations. If you've been blocked out because you're not in that country, Surfshark can let you in by just moving yourself to the appropriate country and the content will be unlocked. Netflix is my favorite example because it's so easy and it's on all your devices. You use Surfshark, move over to a desired new country, like for example the UK to the US, and suddenly you have the whole American Netflix library at your fingertips. I'm sure you get it by now, a VPN is a must-have tool in 2023. Surfshark's the best one out there, it's super affordable anyway, but because you follow my content, if you use my code FOOTBALL, you can get 83% off, as well as an additional 3 months free of Surfshark when you use my code FOOTBALL. Not a bad deal, ladies and gentlemen. Click the link at the top of the description now to go take advantage of this wonderful deal from me and my partner Surfshark. Go check it out, click the link, use football, enjoy. Peace. Yeah, okay, what a wonderful deal. Check out Surfshark now by clicking the link in the description. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the midst of a winter January transfer window. And Chelsea, as a football team, are pretty darn bad. So let's not talk about the football too much. A lot of people are waging war on their respective social media platforms, talking about Graham Potter's Chelsea looking rather wet and poor, and how many people are pushing through and just being like, for real change, we need to build. And building is not canning this gaffer. It's not. It's just building a team with the appropriate recruitment staff, with, by the way, newsflash, we have now, which is positive. Chelsea, yes, do need new players, and we're looking to buy Enzo Fernandez, which of course is blockbuster, huge, incroyable scenes, just incredible scenes. We might be looking to gazump Arsenal to Mykhailo Mudryk. Excuse my pronunciation, these are very difficult names to say. And of course, we might be looking for right back. We are going to read a little bit from The Athletic in just a moment. In terms of striker, Chelsea are looking for a penalty box specialist, a goal scorer in the 18-yard box. Potter was posed the question about David Datro Fofana, who was in the stands to watch that football match, inverted commas, against Nottingham Forest, and it was a pretty generic answer from the Chelsea manager that he wants to assess the Ivorian centre forward, and Chelsea as a club are going to make a decision about what's the best route for his career. And I guess that would be like a, loan or development squad, or who knows, first team. Anyway, let's jump into the first article and talk about Enzo. On The Athletic, written by Simon Johnston, the Chelsea correspondent. Chelsea held a meeting with Benfica last night in London over the possible signing of Enzo Fernandez. Benfica's president, Rui Costa, Fernandez's agent, Jorge Mendes, and Chelsea's owners were at the meeting. Ooh la la! A blockbuster meeting of high-profile people for a blockbuster high-profile transfer. Fernandez has a release clause of £106 million sterling, with Chelsea looking to negotiate that price down. They believe no club will pay that price. Pause. Now we have a conflict of information, ladies and gentlemen, because Fabrizio Romano said Chelsea were, I think he did, certainly many news outlets were saying Chelsea were actually looking to pay more than the release clause, because that will give them an opportunity to break down the payment structure or something like that. But yeah, the Athletic maintain this. David Ornstein first, and now indeed Simon Johnson saying no, they don't want to pay that much, and they think that's too much. They believe no club will pay that price. No agreement is currently in place between the two sides. There is more conflicting information. Some people believe the deal is done. The Athletic reported earlier this week that Benfica are in no rush to sell a player who has only made 25 appearances for them, having signed from Buenos Aires side River Plate in July. The Lisbon side don't need money, having sold striker Darwin Núñez to Liverpool in the summer for up to 100 million euros. Look, man, we spent 47 million on Timo Werner. That was enough. And we love Timo Werner. He tried hard. He won the Champions League. He deserves respect. But Darwin Núñez is just an absolute meme at the moment. He might come good, but let's all have a laugh in the meantime. So Fernandez is the number one midfield target, with Borussia Dortmund's England international Jude Bellingham. I tell you what, mate, if there are two main targets, then I will feel better. Well, I won't feel better about being 10th in the Premier League, but I know that, you know, the ambition is there, bro. We're going for the top tier, cream of the crop ting. So, you know, Jude Bellingham or Enzo Fernandez, nay bad, right? So the 21-year-old shone in the World Cup as Argentina won the competition, and of course he won the best young player in the tournament in Qatar. Chelsea take on Man City. Yeah, we don't talk about that. Right. Jacob Steinberg, of course, writer for The Guardian. Yes, he is, Guardian reporter, has also followed up on some Enzo Fernandez news. He has tweeted this. Enzo Fernandez has again told Benfica he doesn't want to play with them, play for them, and he's not a child. I don't want to play with you anymore. I don't want to play for you anymore. They would definitely accept a bid of 127 million euro from Chelsea, even if paid over 3 installments. Benfica have been trying to get Fernandez to stay until the summer. He goes on to say in another tweet, question remains whether Chelsea were going that high, but sources in Portugal have expected the deal to happen since last week. That's indeed the stuff that we've been reflecting on here on the channel. Chelsea are also meeting Shakhtar over Mudryk this week. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Look, man, like, it does look like Enzo Fernandez to Chelsea is going to happen, and it does look like, hopefully, like, we won't massively get our pants pulled down. I mean, yes, eventually we will start needing to play good football on the football pitch again, but, you know, baby steps. Let's play FIFA Manager first, and then let's see if we can score a goal afterwards. Let's spend a few $100 million first, and then see if we can score a goal. Is that the way around you're supposed to do things? It makes headlines. Anyway, look, Enzo Fernandez is a very exciting player. We looked at his stats recently on a video. I think you can go back and watch it. Like 99th percentile on this scouting report for so many metrics, mostly passing. Very combative, aggressive. Of course, a very young player. And he would make Chelsea's midfield a lot better, but wouldn't complete the midfield. The midfield needs a rebuild. Now let's move on and talk about Mudryk. Now, before I read this article by Simon Johnson and Adam Crafton, it's worth noting that this, of course, is Arsenal's primary attacking target for this January transfer window. This player I think wants to go to Arsenal. I think that has clearly been the case, but Shakhtar might be in a position where if he just wants to get out, they'll sell him to Chelsea. Maybe we'll find out in just a moment in the article. But yeah, he wants to go to Arsenal. That's just important that we note that, you know. And why not? You know, he's young. Arsenal are top of the Premier League. They're in a title race. It's theirs to lose. He could join Arsenal and immediately win the best league in the world. Does sound nice, doesn't it? I mean, it sucks, but whole saying it as a Chelsea fan, but that's just the way we're at. Anyway, so this article goes like this. Chelsea are in talks this week with Shakhtar Donetsk about signing Mikhailo, I believe it is, Mudryk. We're going to call him Mudryk. Shakhtar Donetsk chief Sergei Palkin will be in the country. Discussions are being held between the Stamford Bridge club and Shakhtar over the winger. We bought Willian from Shakhtar, didn't we, I believe? It was all those years ago, and he was due to go to a North London club, and we gazumped him last minute. Hold on, I'm seeing a pattern here. Mudryk is of interest to Arsenal, but no deal has been done with them and the Ukrainian side for the forward. The 21-year-old is one of the most coveted forwards in Europe after an impressive start to the season. He hit 3 goals in 6 appearances for Shakhtar in the Champions League and now has 8 goals in 10 league appearances for them. Pretty good for the 21-year-old. Chelsea are looking to improve their forward line after a difficult start to the Premier League season. You can say that again. You can say that again. They are 10th in the table. Sorry. They are 10th in the table after a run of just 1 win in the last 5 Premier League games. They take on Manchester City on Thursday night. Right. Mudryk. Do we want Mudryk? Arsenal have offered like 40 plus 10 million pounds, euros, something like that. They want, whether it's a release clause or not, 80 million or something. I don't think Chelsea are going to come and just pay 80 million. As much as Gary Neville and everyone is, all the anti-Chelsea people at the moment are really pissed off that Chelsea's new ownership are spending money. They wanted, Chelsea to just sort of be banished into obscurity, and seemingly that won't happen because we're spending a lot of money and the ambitions there, though it's wrong, I think, to have a go at Chelsea because we're not, we're hiring the appropriate recruitment. We're getting the right people, we're building a team of the right people. We've got a manager who's not a Galactico fancy manager that we're just going to throw Galactico players. We've got Graham Potter, which, to be honest, a lot of these pundits, such as your Gary Nevilles and stuff, they should praise Chelsea for doing so. They should praise Chelsea for giving a young English manager who's done really great work at like Brighton and Ostersund and all that. That's commendable, especially for the footballing neutral, and the fact that we're building a team of appropriate recruitment staff. That's all commendable. And yes, they're spending money because they want Chelsea to win. So shut your mouth, gang, Gary Neville and team. Mudryk on Transfermarkt is, of course, listed predominantly as a left winger, but can play on the right and can play in attacking midfield. He's listed as 40 million euros in terms of his current value. His contract expires in 2026, so that is 2.5 years. He's 21 years old, of course, and he is right-footed, and he is a Ukrainian international. So, I don't know if there's a buyout clause, but it's almost like Arsenal have gone on to transfermarkt.com and been like, how much is he worth? 40 million euros. We'll offer you that, but that's never the case. It's always going to be more, especially in the January transfer window, especially if there's the type of player that people want. And people want these kind of players at the moment. Now, for me, if you ask me, I'm not overly bothered about Mudryk, especially for the crazy money. If there's going to be crazy money, then, why not a Rafa Leao? Why not whatever, other players like that? We've got Nkunku coming. It looks like we do want to buy an actual striker. I guess we do need wingers. Conventional wingers that can use width. Don't play them at wing back, Potter. And, even Tuchel was doing that. play them as wingers. You know, we had a proper conventional left winger in Callum Hudson-Odoi in terms of his style. Pulisic's more of like, he likes to play more narrow, I think. Of course, Ziyech is a winger. He likes to play wide and create, but he doesn't like dribble the ball in, and he doesn't want to get to the byline. He'd rather play sort of creative passes deeper, which is great if you utilize it appropriately and you want to like do that. That's great, you know, wicked. I'm all here for that. But yeah, well, you know, wingers, you know, gone are the days of Hazard, Pedro, and Willian. And you know, of course, we always like joked about Pedro, Willian, but the truth is they were good. They were wingers and they were good. You know, Hazard speaks for himself. I thought we had one of the best front threes in Europe when we had the PhD, Pedro, Hazard, Diego. You know, and Willian clearly was very useful. Another Shakhtar player, I believe. I think he played for Shakhtar prior to... Yeah, he did, coming to Chelsea. So, yeah, I get it. I'm absolutely here. Look, man, I am being so philosophical about Chelsea at the moment. You know, the league's pretty much a write-off. I am just I let them cook. Just let them cook. Let the new owners cook. Let the new staff cook. Ravel and bloody Winstanley and the whole gang. Let them build. Start your project. I'll stay quiet. I'll be annoyed when Chelsea lose because I'm a Chelsea fan. But do your thing. Start your project. And we'll judge accordingly as it develops. So, yeah. What do you guys think, though? I want your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the comment section. And I appreciate likes and subscriptions should you want to do so, mate. Other than that, take care of yourselves. Love you lots. Peace.